What's up, everybody? I'm back again, and another week, another L taken. But again, we move right. So, if you can remember properly, yesterday we had like a setup for AUDCAD. I actually entered like buys sells on AUDCAD and buy limits on USDJPY. But I'm gonna show you what's happening on USDJPY. I managed to get out of the trade. You can see it was a break-even setup. So on AUDCAD, I took a loss, right? So instead of me like putting my stop loss here, I think I was gonna be taking out also at the same time because he went my direction after that, because it was a sniper entry, went into profits and then came back. That's how I took a loss. But nonetheless, guys, we move on, right? So let me delete everything. And I said like I'm soon trading, but I think now I'm gonna utilize the strategy on the 4-hour time frame and the 15 minutes time frame where I swing trade and I day trade at the same time. Reason being, each and every day I'm getting deep into drawdown. So I'm on USDJPY, so I'm having a USDJPY. Wait, let me add USDJPY here. I was actually working on filtering my currency pairs. So I want to choose certain currency pairs to trade on and put others aside, because the more you have more indices and currency pairs on your the more you have currency pairs and indices on your watch list, the more you get confused because you miss some movements and actually make money on some. So on a 4-hour time frame, this is what I had, right? Mind you, this was supposed to be a swing. Oh, sorry, I don't know what's happening there. But we had a break of structure here, continuing, showing that we are having continuation of buys to the upside. And then this is where I placed my Fibonacci tool, right? So no, sorry, my bad. I went back on a wrong price. I remember very well. What happened here was we had like a liquidity sweep, and this is how I saw my thing. You should might as well like analyze this thing, this pair, until I get to a point where I want to be. So this is where I had like a sweep of liquidity. But if you take a look at this, liquidity has swept more than once. It was actually swept here also. This is where liquidity has swept. Right. Then we had a change of character that indicates you're going for buys now. So this is where this is where I actually took like buys, and I had to delete that those positions. It was actually true 0.5 times 2, so basically it's like 0.10. I want to normalize opening a single trade so that I can actually ensure that I take one loss instead of like two losses if I do take a loss. So this is my demand zone. So price was actually moving at this place the entire time yesterday. So this is where I was supposed to take my entry. So I took an entry here, went into a bit of profits, and then went into losses and went into profits. So today in the morning when I woke up, I decided, let me delete everything, right? So let me remove everything. So now I'm trying to drop down to a lower time frame whereby I'm gonna analyze and enter off on a day trade type of a position. So basically this is a 15 minutes time frame. So if you look into this, we kept on having series of lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, whereby liquidity was swept and liquidity was swept on both sides, and it went down again. So this is where we had actually this was not a break of structure. Liquidity was swept at this point because we don't have like full body closed candles below that point. So instead of like this being a supply zone, for some reason it was taken out. So basically we're having a change of character. Here we're having a change of character. So I'm just gonna put this as a sweep of liquidity. So this was a sweep of liquidity, right? So liquidity has swept at this point, and then we have our own order block at this moment on the 15 minutes time frame. Like I'm using day trading strategy now at the same time. Same thing that I'm doing, instead of entering off a 75% zone, I'm entering on the demand or supply. Or also, sorry, my bad, the order blocks. So this is our extreme order block. Actually, this is my extreme order block. And then I'm having an imbalance here. This imbalance is supposed to be filled by price. I'm having an imbalance here. And then let's say I decide, okay, cool, let me see, I enter off like this order block. I'm gonna place my order here and take my profit at this high. Chances are we might even go further than this, but my aim is not to be greedy. I'm taking positions based on my day trading strategy criteria, and then taking stop loss below this low. So this is why I'm usually planning to take my position. So it's almost 4,55 risk ratio. Yes, this is why I'm taking my entry, stop loss here, take profit there. And guys, like I always say, what we do, we analyze, and if ever like the market decides to go against us, it's okay. What matters is like we did everything that we could and analyzed the way that we do every time. Do not fall under pressure of what you see on social media. This is real life. So let's say if I go to a 5 minutes time frame, drop even further, say if I want to drop even further, I can still enter here. I can still enter this extreme supply zone. Sorry, extreme demand zone on a 5 minutes time frame. These are two types of entry criteria, but you see here I'm having like a tight stop loss. What if like price wants to play around this 1 hour 15 minutes order block? It means I'm gonna take a loss unnecessarily. So if we look into this, this one is gonna be a 1 to, wait, let me share. Yes, it's gonna be 1 to 11 RR. But yeah, guys, let me go back and leave my. I'm gonna leave my setup as it is. So this is what I'm usually looking for in today's price. So nonetheless, it's your boy Kemo. I'll be back again with an update. So I'm just gonna leave my, what do you call this? I'm just gonna leave my buy limit open, and I'll actually send an update after. Yo, so guys, I'm back again. So as you can see, the time is 16:42. It's like in the afternoon, and we're currently like moving around New York session in South Africa. But yeah, nonetheless, like this trade didn't get mitigated. So at first, like I drew this thing here, I assumed maybe it's like inducement. But then here's the thing. Let me show you something, guys. So what happened was trade took off like this favorable gap. See, I'm not gonna lie and say like no, I used like this favorable gap. Like I said, I'm gonna attach like screenshots to this. So this was gonna be a good like 2,81 RR. But nonetheless, guys, losses are part of the game. Even if I use my Fibonacci, I was gonna miss out because I take my trades off like this 75% zone on Fibonacci tool. But yeah, if you look into the bigger picture, like I explained earlier on, you can see I could have been in profits in the trades that I opened like yesterday. But we don't have any regrets after all because I didn't take a loss on USDJPY. But yeah, we'll see the charts tomorrow. I'm just gonna be on the charts and look after, you know, look into more trades in case I get like a position. But around these times, I don't think I'm gonna force anything. I'm just gonna leave order limits if I find possibilities of an entry. I was gonna show you guys like GPSD of what I'm thinking, but for now, let's leave it like that because I could have been in profit for him for I think it was gonna be 1 to 1, yeah, 1 to 1 risk ratio.